What we have is virtually, virtually, the last picking of tomatoes. Although there's still some out there that are ripening, but not a lot. And we're going to make sauce out of this. We'll cook these down. And this sauce will include some spare ribs, some lovely mushrooms, some meatballs, and just a lot of cooking. It'll take a day to cook this baby down into a nice, beautiful sauce that we're going to be making. We'll be adding a little bit more from the freezer. Why wouldn't I? I came out to check on the tomatoes, and I see the salt didn't even melt. It blew the breaker, it blew the GFI. I had no power on, so it wasn't cooking. How you doing on that one? Alright, we're taking some sauce from the basement that we put down there in the freezer, and we're going to add it to the kettle. We're going to actually make a real spaghetti sauce here. And it's going to be a backbone. It's going to have Italian sausage in it. It's going to have spare ribs in it, pork, which is pork. We're going to put a whole rack of ribs in there. Of course, mushrooms, onions, garlic, meatballs, all kinds of stuff's going to go in there. And we'll make a big kettle of sauce and probably have some put back in the freezer. So what I got started here is the beautiful magic mushrooms. How you doing? Not so sure how magic they are, but they do taste good when you get them all cut up. So I'll get those cut up and help the wife out here. She's making a nice sauce here. I hope she got a big enough kettle, because you know how that goes. We always end up having to put some more in a different kettle, but we'll see what happens. Why wouldn't I? Okay, we sweated the vegetables, which were onions and mushrooms, and then garlic and stuff we put in there. It's nice, and some oregano we added right from the garden. Oh, that oregano is fresh. We threw in a rack of ribs. So they'll cook down in the sauce over hours at a time. And we have some hamburger we're going to throw that into. The wife's making meatballs. Oh my goodness. We can throw the Italian sausage in now. Got some Italian sausage here too. Cut up into chunks. That's in. I'll have to put the camera down probably to put the rest of the hamburger in there. Or I can probably pick it up and show it. Who cares, right? Let's show it this way. Here the hamburger's on. This burner's still on low. And the wife's gonna make some nice meatballs. And she's got them all made up here with her recipe that she's used many times. So once I get that spoon back there, darling, I can stir this mess that's underneath you.
There's another one.
Oh, we got all kinds of spoons now. So, the ribs are in, the onions are in, the mushrooms in, sausage is in, some hamburgers in, garlic is in, oregano's in, and the meatballs are doing a cook down. So we'll let this keep simmering here. You can see those lovely mushrooms and onions. Put it down in there. And we'll leave that on simmer until the rest of it's ready to work its magic. Actually, we'll put the cover on there. That might be a good idea to help facilitate some of it as it simmers on down. This is the tomatoes we cooked down last night. We wanted to make sure we used the last of the last of the last, even though there's still some growing out there. I'm going to suck some of the juice off of here with a spoon once I get a place to put it, just to help make a thicker sauce instead of a runnier sauce. I dump it down the sink here. It's just basically the water. We'll just get some of that off of there.
Don't throw it out.
Too late. Alright, we got this is the sauce we just pressed out of the ones that were in the oh god, the crock pot. And we're gonna then we have some more in the microwave thawing out from the basement, and the meatballs are looking lovely. dump the rest of that in. This is the stuff we put in the crock pot yesterday. I can't believe it made that much sauce already. Wow. Wow. It's going to be delicious when it's all done. Plus we're going to add, maybe some thickener like tomato paste. It'll probably get 1 or 2 tomato paste. There's some other secret ingredients that go in there. A little Parmesan cheese gets in there eventually.
Yep.
And
Garlic.
all the garlic that's in there, everything that's in there, the basil and everything else is going to be one delicious sauce. The rest of the sauce is in the microwave oven, thawing out. The meatballs are all done, the wife said. She says, dump them in. And I will gladly do that. And they're in. I'll make sure my burners are off over there. And she is looking delicious. I get a taste. Why wouldn't I? She just gives me a taste. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now we add the rest of the sauce that we froze from the freezer in the basement. Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. Look at that. Oh. We thickened it up in the pan here by boiling it for about 40 minutes, getting the water out of it. That's good, we're good there. That's it, and we'll sit this and let this cook now for 5, 6, 7 hours. Why wouldn't we? With a beautiful homemade spaghetti sauce that we're making. Also, a nice homemade bread the wife's going to stick in the oven shortly, and we've made this many times. She's made it many times. Delicious bread, delicious. To go with spaghetti, why wouldn't you? Here's what the sauce is looking like after 4.5 hours. The ribs are starting to fall off the bone, is what we want. And she's thickening up so nice. Those meatballs are awesome. Ribs are falling off the bone bit by bit, so I'm thinking another half hour this sauce will be ready. So we'll be having a beautiful pasta dinner. Why wouldn't we? So there's the time right there. We started at 11:15 this morning, or actually 10:15.